Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to yet another episode of 4 a.m. Chicken Soup. It is late at night at the barrage, and I have the amazing pleasure, the ultimate pleasure, to welcome members of my team from New York City, the employees-only bartenders who worked a pop-up last night here at the Fairmont Grand Del Mar Hotel. So please join me in welcoming Matt Maretz, the co-bar manager and pretty much the lead at Employees Only New York as far as all things bar is concerned. He works very closely with Frankie Kurt, our other bar manager, right? Please welcome Eric Rosales, the apprentice at Employees Only New York. So nice to have you here. Welcome.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here.
And then please all stand up if you're sitting down, because this gentleman is a legend in distilling. One of my closest friends, Mr. Marko Karakasevic from Charbay Distillery in Northern California. Welcome.
Hey, buddy. Thank you.
I got legends at the bar. I have bartenders at the bar. What could be better? It's late at night. You guys are having tiki drinks because it's warm, right?
Yeah. Perfect.
It's perfect, yeah.
Yeah, Charbay was super cool to sponsor this episode, which is so nice. Thank you, Marco.
Thank you.
And, I just whipped up some kind of a tiki drink with a float of Charbay's amazing barrel strength rum. So anyways, guys, welcome.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here in Southern California?
Feels great. Not my first time here in Southern California.
That's right.
Born and raised down the road in Carmel Valley. But bringing him here for the first time, which is awesome. I love playing tour guide and showing him around my hometown and all the old spots and
Different scenery.
Yeah.
We're used to. Well, I'm used to the New York vibe. We're really crowded here.
Here is Tai Chi.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is...
And people are much nicer. I'm not gonna lie, people are much nicer here. Much nicer.
They are very nice. They have not much to complain about.
Of course. But,
Which is nice.
Yeah.
It's a good energy, I would say. Marco, what did you do the last few days here in Southern California? Please share.
Man, I got to get on a boat with a bunch of friends, and took off on Thursday night, motored all night, and went tuna fishing.
Tuna fishing. Bluefin.
Yeah.
Any luck?
I got one.
One is better than none.
One is better than none.
Way better than none.
Way better than none.
Man.
There you go.
4
Well,
a.m.
cheers to
chicken
this.
edition.
Yeah.
Catching bluefin, jigging.
Yeah.
Well, you were just saying how the night fishing is something special. So I think 4 a.m. could be a cool idea.
We're up. We're
All
jigging.
right. Once we close the bar, we can go.
Yeah.
After chicken soup.
Yeah.
Jig.
All right. So, guys, how was last night? How was the pop-up? How was the
Amazing.
experience? Do you guys do many pop-ups? Can you share a little bit?
Sure. Yeah. So
Super curious.
Yeah. I mean, it was a really great environment. I think it was different somewhat because we had obviously you had friends and family coming in, and I had a lot of friends and family, a lot of support, local support coming by, which is really cool because I think that the special thing about these events is, and I'm trying to explain it to my friends and family because they don't. It's like, so what is it you're doing here? What's going on?
Right.
And it's cool to kind of showcase that kind of stuff with them because it's hard sometimes for them to travel to New York to experience Employees Only in its full form.
So this is a little amuse-bouche
of
what
course.
we do in New York.
Little
right?
taste, yeah, and it's great to have to be back here. I'm looking out at the bar at the hillside where I grew up going to elementary school, and now I'm here doing at one of the best hotels in California or the country.
Right,
yeah.
right.
But yeah, no, it was great, and I think that we do a lot of these events. Eric's done an event before in Hawaii.
yeah.
I was there
Oh, yeah,
at the
you were.
Grand Valley.
Yeah.
In Maui. Yeah. New Year's Eve, it was you and Frank.
Me and Frank, yeah.
I was there. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was cool, yeah, but it's you always kind of like the sort of the hotel guest shift events because it's good chance to kind of talk to people and explain to fresh eyes, fresh ears what Employees Only is, who we are, and we do obviously events with top bars in the world and
That's right.
all around the world, and it's a different vibe, different energy. People kind of coming because of Employees
Correct,
Only. I think
yeah.
it's nice to have a little bit of a mix. In that sense
As my second event, like doing this as a pop up, it's kind of nice to see people coming from, like he's at like LA.
Yeah, people came from employees only LA.
Yeah.
They,
like,
they,
wow.
Make the journey down.
they did the track down here, which is nice.
Yeah.
Paid respects. It was lovely to see them. It was lovely to see everyone last night. It was really, really nice. Yeah, a lot of people came. So you mentioned you do events with some top bars in the world, from the top 50 bars list. Where have you been lately, and how long is that going on? And I know that they're coming also to New York.
Yeah. It's really, I mean, it's been going on for the past 5. I mean, post pandemic, it's really taken off a lot. We've been to some really, really awesome places. We had a guest ship to Handshake in Mexico City. That was just
That's the number one bar.
Yeah, they're number one in North America 2 years in a row, and then number one in the world last year. And so we went there.
I want to go.
It's amazing.
It's good.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's one of those things you just kind of like. It's just all the hype around that bar is
real.
It's real. And so we did an event down there with them. It was awesome. They had the owner Rodrigo. He got very mad at this, but we enjoyed it. They had these hoses on the sink that they used to kind of clean the bar or whatever, and they took the hoses and they spraying the crowd and spraying. We were on top of the bar. They're spraying us. We're soaking wet. It was an awesome night. And we did one recently in May. April actually, with Locale Firenze in Florence.
Okay,
which is a really cool space. I mean, their bar is.
Is that the first time or second time?
First time we hosted. So we hosted both of these bars in New York,
yeah, sure.
and then we went there. And their bar is like in like an old, it dates back hundreds and hundreds of years. Their prep space is in like the butler's quarters of this palace back in the
So it's a proper
Renaissance. Yeah, it's
palace in Florence.
Yeah,
Oh,
and stuff that we don't
cool.
really get in the U.S. These old buildings with so much history.
Nothing that old
There's nothing-
here.
yeah. So it's cool, and the team there is obviously fantastic. I had a martini there that was just like killer. But yeah, so we've done a lot of really, really cool events.
So if people want to people who are watching this and they want to bring employees only into their bar, what do they need to do? Is there a wait list?
Just reach out. We can't make everything work, obviously, because we'd always be on the road, and we're trying to stay at home as much as possible. But still, there's a lot of love for EO out in the world, and it's good. It's a good opportunity for the younger ones to kind of experience that, because when you're at EO for so long, you don't really have a good sense of what the global opinion about employees only is. I mean, we have 4 locations around the world, and the love for the bar. I mean, people still talk about coming in for the first time, whether it's 15, 20 years ago, and how it inspired them to be a bartender, to be a bar owner, all around the world. And so feeling that love going to traveling to these events is really, it's a special thing. And it's easy to forget about that kind of thing. And so it's nice to kind of bring, Eric or, other members of the team to really share that love.
It's a special thing.
Yeah. But to answer your question, though, 'cause
Yes.
I don't think I have answered the question. Yeah,
Please.
reach out and we start a conversation, we start a dialogue, and if it makes sense schedule-wise, we can definitely set something up like that,
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
6 months in advance.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Sometimes it could be weeks in advance, sometimes it could be months in advance. But yeah,
that's cool.
Just bother Frankie about it, and he'll,
Make it happen.
Okay, so I have met your dad when I was in Mexico learning about tequila almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I see this man with a really great energy, and we get introduced by Carlos Camarena, and turns out he's Serbian, he's your dad, he's making tequila in
Alteña.
La Alteña in Arandas. We bonded right away. He said, "Oh, you got to meet Marko. You guys are going to get along right away." So we did, and we've been friends for a long time. And I want just to say how impressed I am with what you and your dad have been doing as far as distilling. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And you're the 13th generation master distiller, right?
Yeah.
And your distilling, how you call that, degree came from you distilling pretty much beer into whiskey.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Is this simplified?
yeah, my dad had a kind of a qualifying to become the next master distiller in the family. Whoever trained you to distill, you had to distill as good or better than your instructor. And then my dad put the extra kicker on there where I had to produce something that the family had never made before and start selling it as well. So, okay. My family for now 12 generations back in Serbia never really distilled whiskey because there wasn't grain to be.
No, there was grain,
but it was for different uses.
For different uses, yeah.
And so they had plums and grapes, making wine, then brandy, then like a grappa, eau de vie.
Yeah.
So it was the thing because I started brewing beer in high school and learning, being in a distilling family.
Yeah.
The beer that
I guess
I'm
you were
making,
really popular in high school.
it was a blast.
So where did you grow up?
Yeah, well, Dad came over from Serbia via guys in the school enology in Geisenheim in Germany, and then Canada, and then came to the United States and made his way out to California. So I was born in California.
Yeah.
And when he was a winemaker for United Vintners, it's a huge winery.
Yeah.
And then
In Napa Valley.
And then my mom and dad bought property in Napa Valley in '72, and then my dad got another winemaking consulting job for a couple wineries up in Mendocino County, about an hour north, and then that's where in 1983 my mom and dad started Charbay.
Right.
So I was 10, and first job was inside the still, sitting on a bucket, cleaning overhead in the still. Felt like forever.
Like alembic pot
Alembic,
still.
alembic Charente.
Charente.
Charente pot still.
Gooseneck.
Yeah, a Charente pot still means it's a live fire, just like a copper pot on the still, on a stove. And so that was my first job in there. And learning how to make, or just working with my dad and learning everything, making brandy, and we're making wine in the beginning. And then I started brewing beer in high school and learning that, hey, I'm using 2 row malted barley, I'm using Saaz hops, making a tasty beer. Different distilleries in America are making whiskey out of 2 row malted barley, and they're fermenting it, making a distiller's beer, maybe about 6, 7, 8, 9% alcohol. And I was like, well, this is exactly the same thing as what I'm doing. And but mine has hops in it, and it tastes really good. We should distill that and make whiskey, you know. And well, you know, Dad wasn't, you know, in the beginning, he was a little hesitant about it. Like, that's not American whiskey. I'm like, well, all right. And we got the opportunity in 1999, and we got 24,000 gallons of a Czech Pilsner, a true lager, you know, bottom fermenting yeast, lagered at 38 degrees for about 3 months. Just a delicious, delicious Czech Pilsner. So we got a tanker once a week, and my dad and I were running the still 24 hours a day, like we do. And turned in 24,000 gallons of beer, turned into a 6-to-1 reduction. We made about 22 barrels of whiskey out of that Czech Pilsner.
Pilsner Charbay whiskey.
Oh, man.
Still one of my favorite things in the world.
I love finding it in stores.
Yeah, yeah.
And then rebuying it back.
Yeah. Yeah. So that earned you your degree and your kind of title of master distiller.
Well, that started the whiskey program at Charbay.
And you aged it in French oak.
Yeah, we aged it in. Well, no, the Czech Pilsner was aged in World Cooperage Char 3 60-gallon.
Okay.
Missouri white oak barrels.
Okay.
And for 2 years, and I couldn't wait, and it didn't even need more time. And I took it. Okay, I found 2 barrels, and we bottled it full barrel strength, and we launched it in 2001. There was no other hop flavored whiskey Czech Pilsner whiskey on the market.
Yeah.
And man, people they smell it. And what is that? It's super familiar.
Yeah. It's super
What
familiar.
is that? What is that smell? Oh, it smells like weed. I'm like, oh, super fine weed. And I was like, well, those Saaz hops are very, very floral and spicy. And I actually, when we were distilling it, there's a couch next to the still. My dad was in the bedroom, and because we were running all night, and I woke up like 4 o'clock in the morning, and the whole distillery smelled like ganj. And I'm like, oh my God, is it me? Did I roll over on it or something? And it wasn't me at all. And it was this one frequency of the hops was distilling out on the second pass on the Bruley distillation. And I'm like, oh my God, my dad's going to hate this. So I went over there, started diverting the flow in stainless buckets because I didn't want all that. At that particular moment, I didn't want all that flavor going into
Sure.
And then I'm letting it run. I'm like, wait a minute, this stuff is amazing. And shut the valve off, put the bucket, poured it all in, and all that whiskey had all that amazing top note of that hop in there, and just made it something super, super, super unique.
Yeah, hearing you talk about this with so much passion, that's why the thing tastes so good. Actually, when you love what you do like that, then it translates, right? Oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
We ended up releasing 6 different releases of that.
Yeah.
Joe Montana was buying it at stores in St. Helena, and I'd always miss him because at the time I was the distributor because Mom and Dad had the license to sell it or to make. Had the distilling license. I started Marko K Spirits in California. I was a distributor, and so I was selling it all over the place. And they were like, "Oh, Joe bought it." I'm like, "Oh, tell him I said hi." And then I'd go do a delivery somewhere else, like at Gina DeLuca at the time. They're like, Joe just bought another bottle." I'm like, "Oh man, tell him I said hi," And
What year was this?
this was 2000.
Okay, so he was past active, yeah.
2003 probably when he was doing that, and. I had barrel number 16 of that whiskey that was like, oh man, I want Joe to buy that magic barrel right there.
Right.
And because we launched, we released it in 6 different releases. The first release was the two-year double barrel release. And then after that, we took all the whiskey and we took like 10 barrels of it and put it into, we aged that for 6 years in the barrel. And then after the 6 years of barrel aging, we took it out of the barrel and put it in stainless steel tanks and locked it down. So we started double aging it. And so what that does is it doesn't obviously extract any more colors and flavors out of the barrel. What it does when you put it in the stainless after barrel aging is it gives the spirit time to integrate all that oak and all that color to line up with a flavor profile, its unique flavor profile, so it lines up in its own unique pattern through time. And if you have the luxury of time to do that, like double aging, it's an amazing way to go about making spirits,
making great products, Well, I sadly don't have that whiskey here, but I have pretty much all of your stuff, including the R5, the stout whiskey. I have the double and twisted, and then I also have all your vodka, which I think is brilliant. I know we have been using and employs only the Meyer lemon since time immemorial. And before I go on to Eric, can you briefly just tell us why do you make such good flavored vodka? So what's the difference between your vodka and your process and what, let's say, other brands do that also have, for example, a citrus flavor?
Yeah, well, just looking at the products that we make, we use 100% real fruit to make our flavor. So this is the newest one for us. After 27 years of making blood orange vodka, I changed the recipe and I put a top note kicker of fresh California mandarin on top of the extraction. So it's 75% blood orange, 25% mandarins, extracted separately. So we'll get the fruit ripe in
all local fruit, right?
California.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we made Ruby Red grapefruit, we used Texas Rio Star Ruby Reds.
Is that like the best grapefruit?
It is, I think. We got samples from California, we got samples from Florida and Texas, and the Texas Rio Star that have that little bit of saline water that turns things pink. That Ruby Red, the Rio Star Ruby Red is just insane. It has just honey flavors just bursting out of it.
Right.
It's amazing. With tonic.
I love how he loves this stuff. Like, he makes me thirsty just by listening to him. Yeah.
So it's we started out. My dad wanted to make Meyer lemon limoncello. You know, we got a bunch of lemons, Meyer lemons, organically grown from Yountville, and we started extracting those. And I was in bars and watching what people were drinking, and people were drinking a lot of wine, and they're drinking a lot of vodka.
Yeah.
And we're drinking wine in Napa Valley, and I'm looking at the shelf, and there's Stoli Orange and Absolute Citron, and I want to make vodka. And my dad was like, we don't make vodka in our family. Man, like, vodka has no flavor. And I'm like, oh, man.
He sounds exactly
And, well, man, all right, well, okay. You don't want to make vodka because there's no flavor in it. So, well, look at that Stoli, look at that Absolute. It's like, let's take the Meyer lemon extract. We're sort of shredding whole fruit, pulling the color, pulling the flavor out, the oils, the zest, all the juice, the acidity, everything out of the fruit. And then I was like, let's take that and let's make fresh picked fruit flavored vodka. And we did that in 97 and then launched it in 1998.
So you changed his mind.
Well, then he couldn't say vodka didn't have flavor in it. So we started ass backwards in the world of vodka. We started with flavored vodkas.
Yeah.
And it blew up, and then it was just, I was off to the races, making it, traveling, selling. And this was before Grey Goose.
So you take the whole fruit,
tons
and you
of fresh picked fruit,
crush it,
shred it,
yeah, and then you soak it in high grade.
It's ACET technology. It's ancient Serbian extraction techniques. And,
I love it.
Oh, it's
the
real.
cousin of the ancient Serbian eyeballing technique.
That's right.
Familiar with that? Yeah.
It works great.
It works awesome.
So, and it's there's water extractions because some compounds are soluble in water. Some compounds are soluble in alcohol. So you have to do both. And if you don't, you're missing out on a piece of the rainbow of the flavor of the
Correct.
citrus.
You can't just do one because you're missing out on some
and
compounds.
ours have bitters.
Yeah.
And back in the late 90s, the American palate just wasn't really down with bitters yet. This was before Tincture Town,
Right.
And so it was a
Tincture Town.
It was a challenge sometimes because you could fuck up a drink real quick if you didn't taste it, because if you added lime juice to Cosmo back in the day with a blood orange and it already had built-in acidity, it could be way too acidic. So bartenders really had to pay attention to it, and that's that was a challenging educational piece that we had to convey every day.
Right.
Because it wasn't just a flavor compound that was, pH balanced. It was just the whole fresh fruit.
Okay. Well, that's
And then
why
you
they
called
taste so
me.
good.
Well, you called me that one day, like, Poppy. We took out the other vodka, and we're using your Meyer lemon for the West Side.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kill it because we make a lot of those.
It
Oh
actually
my God.
there's
Still make a lot of those.
There's
Yeah.
a huge difference. There's a huge difference.
Yeah,
in,
so
like,
appreciated that. So I just love telling that story.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I fell in love with what you guys do. Like, after I met you guys, after I traveled with Igor, like we went first,
Yep.
like, and visited you and dad and your family, and like, it was just so fantastic, man. And, like, sitting there on top of,
Spring Mountain.
sipping great stuff and listening to stories and learning. Like, we were just absorbing all this knowledge from your dad and from you. It was great. And you're like the second oldest craft distillery in the country, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Clear Creek up in Oregon.
Yeah.
They started, Steve McCarty, they started, I believe, in 81, 82.
Yeah.
And then St. George in Alameda.
Yeah.
They started York. He started in, I think, 82, 81, 82.
Right.
And we were the third.
You're the third.
Yeah.
Still, now it's 3,000, right? It's a
Now it's
craft
3,000.
3,000 craft distilleries.
It's
Okay.
awesome.
It's awesome. It's great. I mean, look how far this has gone, and it's awesome. People are drinking better for sure.
People drinking way better.
Way better. I remember bartending in the 90s.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
So people drink way better. Cool. Well, Eric,
Yeah,
can I ask you a question?
of course.
So a lot of people ask me, like, employees only, like, you guys have this apprenticeship program, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, what is that? And I'm hesitant to kind of go into details because if you want to really know what it is, you have to go through it.
Yeah.
Like, nothing that I tell you will prepare you to what's laying ahead of you. Can you tell us, like, how did you start? How did you hear about employees only? Where are you from? What are you doing now? I mean, all that.
So
Start from the top.
Start from the top. Introduce yourself.
Of course. Yeah, no. So I mean, I was born in Mexico. Came here when I was 3 years old.
We're in Mexico.
Puebla. Came here when I was 3. Lived in New York. Basically, I was raised in New York my whole entire life in Brooklyn. Part of this area called Bushwick. So basically, how I started working at EO, and it's just this little curiosity that got into me, where just like I wanna learn this.
Yeah.
So I moved my way up the ranks. So started as a busser, then moved up to a food runner. From a food runner to a bar back.
Sure.
And then I bar back there for 2 years before becoming a bartender.
Okay.
Bartender, yeah. And throughout that process, I mean, I already knew him, but I also met the bartenders of Employees Only. They went to work there for like a summer. But at that time, I didn't know anything about like best bars in the world, or
Right.
Employees Only exist, or what was anything,
Sure.
And so I had a coworker of mine. Someone's like, do you not know these guys? It's like, no. It's like, they work at like one of the best bars in the world. I'm like, what? Like, it's like, what is that? And it's like, they told me like Employees Only. And at that time I was like 20, so I wasn't like really going out like that. So it's just like, and I just got into the curiosity. It's like, I have to go check it out one day.
Sure.
I have to go check it out. I had to wait when I was 21 to go, but I go there and I was like amazed.
Yeah.
Like you go through the curtains.
What's so amazing for you about that? What was like the wow factor for you?
For me, just
Did you get your palm read?
no. No.
I still haven't yet, to be honest. Yeah. Like nervous about it. I don't know why. It's like nerve wracking.
Superstition right there.
No, but you walk through that curtain and you're like, wow, it's just like the lighting, the bartenders dancing, they're just like making drinks.
Right.
And I was like, they're not even using jiggers. I'm like, they're like, this, how are they doing that?
Yeah.
Like,
How do they do
How did they do that, And like, they look at you when you're coming, like they're like, their eyes are very like attentive, and they're like, okay, like they see everybody coming through. I was like,
Correct,
oh,
yes.
how are you doing, guys? And they hand you a menu right away, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I to be honest, I still get that feeling walking in. This is no bullshit. Like I like we were in there for BCB. It was a Sunday night. We were bringing people. We were with Handshake. We were bringing them around or whatever. And you might have been working.
I was working.
Yeah, you were working.
Yeah.
And it was like one of my favorite, because we're known for like throwing these napkins in the air, and we won't do it now because I just brought you a fresh batch.
Thank
you.
Yeah. I'll give you other napkins.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We don't have to. People can get the picture, but there's a part in I'm standing on the stairs, and of course, like I walk in, and it's just you work there, and you're so close to it for so long that you're behind the bar there, and you can see it from that perspective. But then when you walk in as a guest, and it's packed, it's 3 deep, you're like, oh my god, wow, like it's still, to me, it's like this is crazy, and the bartenders are working, like you said, dancing, everything. And there's at one point in Bohemian Rhapsody, right before the guitar solo, where it kind of builds up, and then they throw the napkins. All three of you guys threw the napkins at the same time. And I remember I was on the stairs, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's so sick, that's awesome." And my wife, she's like, "You work here, like you do this all the time too." I'm like, "Yeah, but like seeing it from this perspective is just so cool.
It is cool.
It's so awesome." And I was such a little fanboy at that in that moment. And it's just like, we were talking about it before with the regulars who come in and spend so much time there and love us and know us and followed employees only for 20 years.
Get tattoos.
Sometimes get tattoos. Yeah, even people who were just a big fans and big supporters of the bar and what you guys have done and what we're continuing to do. And
no, it's not like we. I have to stop you here. I think we as founders and opening bartenders and kind of we set kind of that intention, that energy, but the moment you step away from actually being behind the bar, for me, you have a little to do with the rest of that energy that is kind of there. It's like so the idea, the hope is that your staff carries this frequency onward and then enriches it with as the time, because everything changes. I think one of the secrets, if you will, of employees only success is I think that we are open to change. We are not afraid of, at least that's my fraction in the ownership. It's like I welcome change. I welcome things to. I want you guys to own the bar. I'll help you, but I want you to really have that ownership of feel that it's a part of you. Like you're a part of it. You contribute creatively and in every other way.
Yeah. But I think that's something that we I like to talk about with the apprenticeship program in terms of like longevity, right? Because so many bars they struggle to they open. When they open, it's amazing and it's fantastic, and and the cocktails are great and everybody's excited to be there. But then that eventually fades most of the time, and I think that the reason why Employees Only has been so strong for 20 years is there's a passion and there's this like really beautiful energy about this place that. It's hard to replicate, and you have people come in and who are passionate about the program, passionate about the bar. They've heard about it. They come they come in and have the experiences that we were talking about, and they want to be a part of it. And you pass that, you pass obviously the teachings of the practical things of like these are where the glass, this is where the garnishes go and all this stuff. You pass that on. That's one thing, but you're also passing on the passion that you have for the brand, for the regulars, for the drinks, for everything that goes into what that bar is and what that tattoo means.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. So when you're pouring a drink, people ask me, "You have the tattoo on you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, "Why do you have it? You're not like like an owner or anything." It's like, you don't have to be like an owner. It's like this is like part of me, like what I went through. It means something to me. So it's like when you have to go through in the program, it's just something that just sticks with you.
Yeah.
And I tell them.
Let's go back real quick. So you apply for a job, or how did you get hired at Employees Only?
No, I went there as a guest. As a guest. He was already working.
Yeah.
There, and so I just went. It was like my second time there, so I went there to grab some food, drinks, and I don't know. It just came out of nowhere. He comes up to me, and I think during that time was pandemic maybe, or
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah, he asked me. He was just like, because I was just sitting down. I was like, hey, how would you feel like, like about working here? And I was like, I didn't know what to say. I'm like, are you for real? Like he just,
Right.
asked me right in that moment. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's give it a try.
Right.
And obviously at that time it was 22. Now I'm 26, but 22 at that time. And I was like, okay, so let's try it out. It wouldn't be so hard, Obviously, I think he had his first pop up in Mexico. So during that time, we were like texting, hey, are you like, can you hire me or no? Is this gonna happen or no?
Sort of forgot a second, but yeah, we got it. Yeah, we figured it out. Yeah.
And then?
Well, I got hired, but in the beginning, it was like, okay, you didn't expect it to be this way, but then you're like, wow, is it this way? It's like.
So first you get hired as what are the steps of the apprenticeship program? Why do we have an apprenticeship program? Like, maybe both of you guys can explain this. I'll keep my mouth shut, although,
Yeah. So first off, you start off as a stocker, or what's essentially known as a barback.
Yeah.
The stocking program, basically, it's about 2 years, minimum 2 years.
What do you do as a stocker? Like, what's your job description? How many days do you work?
It's usually...
Do you do prep? Do you do inventory? Like...
Yes. Everything's close. So we first start off doing prep, of course. It's 2 days. We come in early in the morning and just bang out the whole prep. First thing, learn how to, do...
So, what do you do? Like, what's your prep?
Do the syrups.
Syrups. So homemade ingredients?
Homemade ingredients. What is it? Setting up the bar, making sure that we're restocked in glassware. We learn a lot, obviously. Opening up the bar, making drinks, because like I said, it's a place that doesn't use jiggers at all. So we learn how to
free pour.
Yeah, basically.
How did you learn how to free pour? Who taught you?
Practice. Practice. You make mistakes, but practice makes perfect. So it's just.
I agree. It's okay to make mistakes.
Yeah.
How else do you learn?
That is true, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So 2 years you're holding ice glasses, doing prep. So during the actual shift, what do you do during the actual shift?
You take care of making sure that the bartenders, my apprentice, of course, and the principal bartenders have ice. Their syrups are refilled. Making sure that the bar is clean. Bringing down racks of glassware. Bringing up new glassware, the clean one, of course. Making drinks as well. So when a bartender steps out, we have to jump in and make drinks. Yeah, okay. That's the way of learning.
That's right. And then you have to deal with the service bar, right?
And the service bar, yes, exactly. Yeah.
So you turn into an octopus.
Yes, multiple hands.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's practice, because in the beginning, it's like it has to become muscle memory.
Right.
So in the beginning, it's like, okay, I'm paranoid. There's so much to do. Yeah. But then it just becomes like.
And then you figure out why people know all these recipes, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So 2 years of hauling ice and glasses, and then you are promoted into an apprentice. How do you decide to promote somebody into an apprenticeship, and what does that mean?
Yeah, I think it's a variety of factors. I think it's obviously working as a stocker behind that bar is not just. Okay, getting ice or getting glassware whenever it's needed, or filling things whenever it's out. It's anticipatory. We talk a lot about doing things before they need to happen.
Correct.
Being very vigilant, being very organized. I mean, the organization, just mental organization that you need to have for something like that, and that all translates
awareness,
into
focus.
Right.
Yeah.
But also
flexibility.
Team chemistry, team camaraderie. I mean, I remember one night when we were working, and it was the four of us working behind the bar, two principals, apprentice, and a stocker, and we're laughing, but we're moving, and we're moving fast, we're making drinks, it's busy, and one person asked me, "Are you guys like drunk? Like, what's going on?" Like, I'm sorry, like, what do you mean? No, we're not. None of us are drinking. Like, why? She's like, "You guys are laughing. You guys are having a good time." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean,
we're
high as fuck." No, we really care about each other. We really love each other. Fight sometimes, of course, but we really, and that's another component of it as well, as team chemistry, because you really have to work with people that you get along with, sure, but you can vibe with, you have an energy with. Working with him in the bar because it's two wells. What we call Boboin, which was named after you, which is the end nearest to the door of the point. You're kind of the spearhead of the bar. You're the first person that guests see when they walk in. You're the sort of the MC of they're the not the MC but the kind of the showman of the evening. And
why? Thank you.
There's the middle bartender who's sort of going in between those two, but also moving with the apprentice and guiding the apprentice, and that kind of and doing that little dance that he was talking about of kind of moving between, because it's not a very big bar, but there's an energy that he and I have together when we work together, or with Dimitri or Marco or Anna or Kevin, whoever I'm working with in that moment. It's a different energy, it's a different flow, and
correct.
And that kind of, just to answer your question, it goes that sort of those qualities of organization, of skill, of knowledge as well. Knowledge of certainly of the cocktails that we're making every night, but knowledge of classic cocktails, knowledge of because people come in still and ask like, I like French 75s. Like, what can you make me? Or make me your favorite cocktail, or these requests are all valid. I mean, that's the thing about Employees Only, is that it is a conceptual bar. But our concept is putting a smile on people's faces and making people happy, whatever the cost.
Love it.
As long as we can do it and we can make it happen.
Best concept.
Yeah. I mean,
so when somebody is kind of gelling in the zone with you, has achieved some kind of level of knowledge, of proficiency, of muscle memory, as you say, fits well with the team, does the extra, anticipates, does the extra step, sometimes comes in on their day off to finish work that hasn't been done before, or then you kind of call me when I come to New York, and we make a little ceremony and I promote you, right? And then you become an apprentice. Why don't we have just the title of a bartender, but principal bartender? Like, why? People always ask me these questions, and I'm just like, it's really hard for me to talk about it, even if Jay and I kind of conceptualized this whole thing, because we came from a point of view of giving people a profession, kind of a work and study program, and in the beginning it was just one apprentice and two bartenders. I mean, one behind the bar, and they had to fly. And us too. So it was different. It was a different thing, right? But then it evolved into something that really means something, I think. Like if you worked in Employees Only, people, you have Employees Only in your resume, I heard people were always like, oh, they get hired. Yeah,
I mean, I think that the role of the apprentice is certainly the hardest role in the bar, for sure, because it's, you're going from a stalker position, which is completely interior. You're focused on things that are insular, that's just what your job is and what your bartenders need, and then you're going to an apprentice role, which is a bit of both. You're focusing on what your stalker's doing and guiding that stalker, making sure that they're not making mistakes.
That's a crucial thing. So you have responsibility now to bring someone up to your level, right?
Yeah, you're guiding the future, right? And you're giving them the opportunity to make a career for themselves and move through that program as well. And you're managing service tickets, you're managing a portion of the bar as well, and you're a bartender, you're a bartender, exactly. And I think that what sort of that introduces a whole different set of responsibilities and set of duties that is an entire different skill set on its own as well. You learn to become all things to all people, in a sense. Yeah, exactly. Right? I mean, pretty much. and then let's say you're apprenticing, you get to go on a little bit of a pop-up trip or something, you're being on time, you're delivering, your knowledge is good, your demeanor is great with guests, how do we decide that a person is ready to become a principal bartender? Yeah, I think a combination of all of those things. I think that what Employees Only bartenders do so well is, and what's very, very hard is when you're busy and you're 3 deep and you have to curate a crafted experience for each and every guest. Correct. And we don't pre-batch ever anything, right? No, I mean, we make milk punches and stuff like that. You kind of can't really. But everything else. But everything. I mean, Amelia's from scratch, Manhattan's from scratch, Besos Calientes from all these cocktails that we do. We make on the fly, right? And so you're having to facilitate guest experiences. It could be 2 a.m. People could be wild, crazy, vodka sodas and espresso martinis and this and that. You have, a bartender that just got off their shift they come in and, they want
A shot and a beer.
a Corpse Reviver number 2, or they want they want a Naked and Famous, or they want
A bijou.
But and I was just about to say too that and that's kind of the magic that goes into being a principal bartender in terms of like vigilance and awareness. We have a guest who comes in. I see him walk in the door, and I'm already making his drink. And right as he comes to say hi to me, I have his drink right there. And that's kind of like that's the next level of like attention to detail, awareness.
I love that. I know that to be true, and I love that. Thank you guys for sharing this. If anybody wants to become an employees-only bartender, what do they have to do?
It's Matt.
How long?
Matt at employeesonlynyc.com.
Okay,
Resume. We'll talk about it. No.
So right here, this email. Send an email right here, and then Matt's going to talk to you.
No, I mean to answer your question in all seriousness, getting hired at employees only is not that difficult of a feat. What's difficult is success and what you're willing to put into it.
So many people don't make it.
No, I mean I would say 90% of people don't make it. It's just,
and it's not because it's a hard program. It's because
sometimes it's not a right fit.
Fit.
And you can't put a square peg in a round hole. I mean, it sometimes it's just not meant to be.
A lot of people try that all the time. Get hurt for putting a square peg to a round hole.
Hurt yourself. It's dangerous. Yeah, absolutely. No, but I mean, we want the whole purpose of this apprenticeship program and training people to come up is to
what's
create.
The purpose of
is you want to create a career for people that come up under you. I mean, it's that's the whole point. I mean, we can hire bartenders off the street. We can hire barbacks to come and haul ice and stock glasses and go home. But that's not the point. And that's why this bar has lasted for so long, is because people have this passion from starting from the ground floor, working their way up, taking on responsibility. Everybody who's in a principal bartender or apprentice jacket has done prep before. They've managed prep before. They know how to make it.
They know inventory control.
And it's this passion to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. So it lasts like how long until you make the principal bartender jacket?
Like 3-4 years.
3-4 years in average.
Yeah, usually.
It's like college.
But it depends on availability.
Plus, you're making money.
And you're making money as well.
Shut up! You guys make more money than I ever did. All right, so Marco's glass is empty.
Okay.
You guys are bartenders.
Sure.
Every time I'm in New York, when we work on a new menu, you blow me away with your creativity. I made a drink from scratch for you before we started.
Yeah.
How about you guys make us a drink?
Sounds good.
We change places.
Let's do it. Yeah.
You guys feel up for it?
Want to do one at a time? You want to do it together?
No, one at a time.
One at a time?
Make two. Make like two drinks each, and and one for me, and I'll sit over there, and you come over here.
All right.
So great. Okay, so what are you gonna make?
Okay, so I'm gonna do something with this because I put my nose up to it, and I'm just getting a lot of really beautiful
fruit.
Fruit. Really happy with the way that came out.
Yeah. So I'm going to do kind of a paper plane variant kind of thing.
I love it.
Because I think this would go really well with the Aperol kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Awesome. You have cocktail glasses right behind you. If you want to put them in the freezer, it's right down there.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, there's space.
If you find space.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, look at that. Employees only glass.
Oh, look at that.
How convenient.
These seem familiar.
Yeah.
I like those.
It's a nice glass.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice.
All right.
Do you get those etched in New York?
I don't know where we get them from. I have to ask the office. But we didn't have them for the longest time, and I was really unhappy because I think cocktail has to have also a visual appeal.
Totally.
And
It's a finishing touch.
Yeah. Cool. So you're making two, and then Eric's gonna make two.
Of course.
That's great. So I think the elders get the first drinks. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touch of yuzu.
Oh,
I
touch
love
of
this,
yuzu. Yeah, this is a great product. I love it. Yeah.
Right. What flavor does that dry curacao?
Yuzu.
Pure yuzu.
Yeah.
Juice. Anything else? Any spices in there?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have a few of them that I got sent
That one
to.
specifically, it's a yuzu.
It's a yuzu, I think. And it's very, very versatile. It works really well in cocktails. Paper plane.
Yuzu a little bit as well.
Ooh, basil oil. That's a novelty.
Mhm.
All right.
Let's go that.
You happy? You need something else?
I need something else.
Okay.
Simple syrup.
Right under
Okay.
there you go.
Just a touch.
I want something with vodka, no sugar, not sweet. You happy? Yes.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Too bad I have these little cloth pins. But I don't have little plain. You know, like for a garnish, a little like paper plane. That would be nice.
Remember the cocktail we had, with the bacon? You can, and then you
You can put the bacon, yeah. This is pretty cool. We don't have paper planes, but we have UFOs. You know, this area here is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not really supposed to talk.
Really? This is not politics and it's not religion. We can talk about UFOs.
I didn't see any on my trip.
No? Yeah, that's... And you were fishing right outside.
We were all night.
Yeah. What do you need, sir?
Garnish. I don't know. Oh, right here.
There we go. Wow.
So,
put absinthe and put it in flames.
Awesome. Look at that. That's so cool.
alrighty.
Eric, you next.
Ready?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So let's give one to Marko to taste.
Yeah, man.
You guys, I think you were the judges.
We're not judging. This is a bar. We're not judging anything.
Thirsty.
Huh?
See?
Givelino.
Givelino.
All right. Phew, so good. Oh my God. You nailed this one. Try it.
No, I tried it. Very good.
It's a great summer cocktail. Oh my God.
Wow.
It's right down my alley, man. You did a great job with this.
Let's can that.
Let's get that.
But you see, like it doesn't. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there, but I really
But
do
not
like
really.
the. You're getting those blood orange mandarin notes
Yeah.
for sure in that, and those are really kind of shining through, which is very, very nice.
Awesome.
And that kind of Aperol carries that as well. And
Yeah, it works really well with Aperol, actually. Cool. You're next.
my turn.
Hey.
Well, now I'm here. Can I get
Nice.
Now, so what I'm gonna do essentially, it would be a variation maybe on blood and sand.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So,
Blood and
you know,
sand.
consists of what is it? Whiskey, Cherry Heering,
Scotch,
orange,
right?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
Scotch. So this I'm gonna sub the Scotch with Charbay French brandy.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I like that too much. But please use whatever you want.
that's why you're saying you don't know. It's because you don't.
I'm like, don't pour all of my brandy.
We've got another whiskey too.
Can I actually see that
That's-
bottle? In mine?
Of course.
Let me check.
We'll see.
This is Fall Blanche, 100 proof, like 100% Fall Blanche, 30-year-old brandy. It's
It smells amazing.
yeah,
You know.
We barrel aged it for 28 years.
28 years.
Actually, that's the 89. That was.
That's
that
it?
was barrel
28
aged-
years?
That was barrel aged for 24 years.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I love this.
I love it
I
too.
love this stuff. It's so dry.
92 proof.
It's beautiful, dry.
See, quick.
Yeah. You'll need orange juice, no? No?
I'm gonna sub it.
You okay? All right. I'm so proud of you guys. Good for you. All right.
Just. Let's see.
Sweet vermouth.
Yes.
I know something was missing. Look at you. Pour straight from the. You know who pours straight from the bottle? What famous bar in the world pours straight from the bottle? No
speed pours?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Attaboy does that?
Yeah, Attaboy does.
Beautiful. You know who else? Schumann's bar.
Who?
Yeah.
Schumann's bar. Charles Schumann's bar in Munich.
They have the Attaboy has a whole like you have to pull the cork and then you hold it in your hand while you pour the. And it's like a whole like requirement,
Like jazz hands?
stylized. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's very stylized.
I like it.
It's special.
I like Attaboy. I like every bar. These days I love dive bars. You know?
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I really like a dive bar. That's probably because I'm a drunk now, a real drunk. Look at that.
Fun, like
Has the color.
Dang.
Has the color. Look at that.
I think it's one of the first cocktails using the 89 brandy.
I am so excited. I just had some.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
That wash line.
Right? Look
Wow.
at the wash line.
So you have cherries here? No cherries.
Cherries, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
We have cherries, we have everything.
The crema.
I learned from the best, from you guys.
It's like espresso martini.
Right?
Look at that.
Gosh, what a cherry.
There you go. Yeehaw.
There we go.
Bravo.
I love it.
Eat them all.
That's
Let's
that.
go.
There you go, guys.
Well, thank you.
Well, cheers.
We'll taste it, then you can have it.
Of course.
Cheers, thank you.
Of course.
Jubilee.
Jubilee.
Usually.
So,
Drop it.
Whoa. Tasty, dude.
oh, very
It's
nice.
like a old world.
Oh, this is very nice. Congratulations, young Eric.
Thank you.
You represent properly. Thank you. Oh my
Bravo.
God. What's
Bravo.
the time? 4 a.m.? We gotta do the soup. Hey guys, so soup time, huh?
It's time.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. That's kind of the best part of the night. After good cocktails, you get some chicken soup. You get to go home like with a nice, good feeling in your belly.
Really nice.
I know all about belly. How's the soup? I tried to follow our traditional
Delicious.
recipe. Yeah, except I add these little kind of soup noodles, like
Yeah.
Eastern European.
Yeah.
Like, they're pretty nice.
Really nice.
You know, remind me of home. Marko, what do you say? A little cayenne pepper.
I'm loving it.
Oh.
Thank you.
So, guys, what's next
It's
for you
always a
here in
treat.
Southern California? What are you guys doing?
I'm taking him to his first Padre game. I'm a lifelong
Tomorrow?
Padre fan. Yeah.
You're a lifelong Padre fan. You love-
Lifelong.
Awesome.
I'm a Qualcomm Stadium Padres fan, which is OG Tony Gwynn 98 World Series when we got swept by the Yankees. But
That'll be a fun day.
yeah, so yeah, we're having a little tour around downtown, North Park, that kind of area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna get him his first In-N-Out burger
Yeah.
at some point.
That too. I don't know.
It's an experience.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
One of our bartenders, Dev, used to work there. He used to always talk.
Really?
Yeah, Dev was always
Oh, I didn't know that.
talking about In-N-Out Burger. When I first went to California, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fucking go and have that fucking burger.
Yeah.
It's a good burger.
We'll see. It's good.
Just something I have.
Bucket list.
Yeah, bucket list.
Bucket
Exactly.
list,
Yeah.
100%.
I have
Good.
something to talk about in New York now.
How about you, Marko? What are you and I gonna do?
Well, we have to pick up some freshly cleaned out processed tuna.
All right.
And we have bellies to grill and collars to grill.
Wow, that sounds like a
And-
proper plan for
and,
two, youngish gentlemen.
And some bluefin slab shinny.
And thank God we have enough frozen vodka to go with it.
We do.
Yeah. And I pickled some mushrooms.
Thank God.
That's going to go real well.
Yeah.
That's the Serbian-Japanese connection.
Nice.
Culinary fusion.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, guys,
First sashimi.
I got to close this bar. Thank you so much for coming. Get home safe. Say hi to everybody in New York for me.
Man.
And please stay legendary as you are. I love you.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Pablo. Thank you.
Thank
What a
you.
treat. Thank you.
Always.